prior to this, I had really long hair right down to my waist. So the thought of losing my hair was a huge thing. And oddly, my daughter, who was 3 at the time, she used to go to sleep holding my hair. It was a comforter. I don't know how we got attached to it, but instead of having a blanket or a teddy, she used to play with my hair and she used to sniff my hair. So to try and get her to understand that she can't have my hair anymore was really hard. And then when they cut my hair, because I cut my hair short, she was devastated. She was like, "I don't like your hair," and she was really cross with the lady. And then obviously when it started coming out, I said, "You can't keep touching it," because she was pulling out handfuls. And obviously that only lasted a couple of days before it was all gone. And then she found it really sad. She'd end up touching my head and she couldn't get anything, and she couldn't understand it, which was really sad. But I just had to explain that Mummy's poorly and this is how it's going to go. And then so I did chemotherapy for I think it was 6 months. And then in October, I started radiotherapy. I had to have 20 sessions of radiotherapy, so it's quite gruelling. Radiotherapy, you go every single day, and it's only about 10-15 minute appointment. But the journey, everything, it was just, you couldn't plan anything for a month. And it was tiring and it was sore, but it was still a breeze after chemotherapy. And then I finished that December the 10th, so just in time for Christmas. And I was all reared up to go and thinking 2020 is going to be my year. I was having a day where it was just all too much. I went in, I have a huge fear of needles, which this hasn't got me over, it's made me worse. And I was in such a state. The chemotherapy nurse was really kind, and she just sort of gave me a bit of a cuddle, and she was like, "You will get through it, it's going to be tough." And she said, "Have you heard of Willow's?" And I said, "No, I don't know what it is." And she said, "It's such a lovely company and they do special days." She said, "And because you're quite young," she said, "I think you'll qualify for it." She said, "But it's worth a try." She said, "Just apply." She said, "It just gives you that one thing to look forward to." So because most families obviously going through chemotherapy, you're struggling financially because you've got a loss of an income, or your partner's got to take you, so they miss work as well. So you know that you're not going to have money at the end to do something lovely. And she said, "Give it a try. You do special days. You can go to like Legoland or Center Parcs, or just out for a day somewhere as a family. The stuff you've been missing out on." I was like, "Oh, it's really lovely," and sent my application. I'd ummed about whether I wanted it to be something for me or for my family, like whether I wanted to be pampered like a spa day or some family time. And I really wanted some family time because I've got my daughter, who's 4 now, and I've got stepchildren as well who've been fantastic. And they've come around, they've seen the tears, they've understood a lot more because they're slightly older. I wanted to do something where it's all of us just going out together, because they've obviously suffered for a year as well, missing out on what we would normally do. So I discussed with the lady and said I'd really love to go to Center Parcs because it would cater for all of us, my older children, the younger ones, and I can go for a massage. COVID-19 obviously has come about and it's just devastated so many people. Obviously I found out that Center Parcs, which is where I was having my special day, was going to be closed, and unfortunately I was gonna miss my special day. And it's really gutting because 2020 for me was going to be getting my life back, having things to aim for, focus on, and obviously that was one of them. They're quite probably insignificant to some people, but when you've gone through what I've been through, it's a big thing, and it made me feel good to know that I had something booked to look forward to. Obviously it's better to be safe than sorry, and I'd much rather everyone stayed at home, because going through cancer, obviously I have a weakened immune system, so I can't go out anywhere. I've had the letter from the government and I'm now stuck in for 3 months. Once I got over the frustration, the resentment, because I felt like I'd spent all last year stuck indoors, once I got over that and moved on to acceptance, I've actually embraced it, because I missed a lot of time with my daughter last year because she was starting school in September, and I felt like I was missing out on all this stuff, all this time with her, making memories. She was so precious, and I've just kind of embraced it. And I've been obviously homeschooling, as every parent is at the moment. And we've just been doing like baking and painting and playing in the garden, and literally just been her playmate, which is exhausting. But it's just making the best of a bad situation. The special days are such a big thing to people. I never appreciated it until I got sick. They give you a bit of a purpose, something to look forward to, and I think it's just so important. I will always support these people now, knowing it just gives you something to hold on to.